Namaste and welcome back to our ABC to XYZ series of Dynamic 365 Sales. Today we are exploring B for Business Process Flow, an essential tool or feature in Dynamic 365 Sales designed to streamline your sales process and enhance your operation efficiently. And this is her to guide you through this. So we are back on the Sales Hub under Dynamic 365. So what actually a business process flow is? Business process flow is there to ensure that your team follow a guided, consistent and efficient steps towards your sale process while capturing from the initial lead to the final sale. And this reduce error, it increase productivity and ensure consistency with best practice. So where we have the option to see the business process flow. So out of the box, the business process flows are available on lead and opportunity. So we can see them here. So this is a business process flow, which is available on lead. So it guides you with few steps. So the first step is your qualify, develop, propose, and close. So when you are on lead, it would be on qualify. Well, few options for forms are there. A small quick draw form to fill in the required information and to move to the next step, which is qualify. Once you qualify a lead, it goes to the develop stage. So business process flow is designed in an effective way to start the understanding of your sales cycle. So before you start building a business process flow, you should understand how your sales cycle works, what all informations are required on an initial step, then what are the next steps need to be followed, and further, what options are there, what information is gathered under that particular step. Once you are clear with those steps, those stages, then you can go ahead and build your efficient business process flow. So let's see how we can go ahead and create a new business process flow. So for that, we'll go back to our Power Apps Maker. Here I have created a different solution, and it's a best practice I would suggest to create a new solution, give it a name, and try all your customization there. Don't go ahead and do it in the default instance or the default solution itself. So let me show it to you here. So here it's a default solution. I have created a new solution, which is DSP. Under DSP, I have created an account evaluation process, which a business process flow, which is seen somewhat like this. So we will see how we need to create a business process flow, and then we can move ahead to that. So on the top, you have an option of new. You click on automation and you go to the processes and business process flow. You give it a name. It will take your schema name here. It will take table. On which table would you like to make the particular business process flow? Once fill in, you click on create, and it will create a business process flow form. It will open up in this way. So here you can design your business process flow. So when we start designing the business process flow, you will get one stage. So these are the stage we say. So account is in a stage, account research is in a stage here. So, and under that stages, you have different steps to follow. So which you can see here, I will show it on my account. So this is what it would look like. So we go back to the business process flow. Now, if you want to create a new stage, you click on add, and then you get more options. So let me further zoom this up. So you click on add here, you get the options to add a stage, a condition, a data step, a workflow, action step, and workflow of the previous step preview as well. Or else you can do the same thing with the components towards the right hand side. You can say all those components which are under the add, you get them, you just pick them, drag them, and drop them. So a new stage has been created here. So now, once you do that, here you can see the display name, what is the name of the stage, the category, and the entity it is on. So you can say probably, I have identified, I have researched, then probably I am on a develop stage of the account. Now I say apply here, and it has been applied, it has been saved. So this usually gives you the a process, a stages that what happens or what need to be done when you are dealing with a particular record. So here is an account. So when an account has been created, what is the first step? So first step is the identifying of that account. How we are identifying the account? We are identifying the account with the account name and the type. We will look it into the practical side. Then further, what we are doing, the next step, once we have identified the account, we need to research on that particular account. So in which city that company is, the organization is, the country, the state, the province rather, or what is the account number we have got generated for them. Or you can say, who is the point of contact for that particular organization. Once we have done that, we go to the develop stage. Under develop stage, when you click on, you will get to insert few steps here. So now under develop, what we are doing, we are selling with them, or we are purchasing from them. Those are the things, what kind of business we are doing with that particular organization. So those things would come in, how we are nurturing our relationship with the organization. So here we can fill in more information, like I would say, credit limit. I'm developing that. So I am putting a credit limit for that particular organization here. I click on apply, it is applied. If you don't click on apply, it will not be inserted in the step. So do remember on applying it. Then I can further go on to the component. I can pick in another data step here. And I say credit limit has been done. Then I would say furthermore shipping method, or I would say shipping method here I have taken. So I'm developing it, that how they would like to get their shipments done. I click on apply, and it has been applied here, and I click on update. So it is updating my business process flow. So in this way, we are mapping our each stage with the help of data steps with the record fields or the columns, and then we are pulling in the required information. So instead of going in every field, the executive just could look into the business process flow. He gets the understanding that what information is required, and that information need to be filled and moved ahead to the next stage or next step. So that way we can do. So we have updated this here. I come back to my account. Say refresh. And we can see our page has been refreshed. So now we have the first stage, which is identify. There we have two options, which is name and the type of the account. Next, the second is research. What information we want, we can modify that city, country, state, province that need to be filled. And once you are filling that information, you can see a small check there. And this third stage is that developing that particular account further. So you got your shipping method, which is a default value. However, you can drop it down and you can select once the options are available from there. You can fill in the credit limit there for that particular account, so that no further transactions or purchase or selling are done after the credit limit has been reached. That way you can save this. So this defines, or this gives an agent an executive a very refined steps what need to be followed after, and to collect the required information and the data here. So here we got to understand the business process flow, how it is working, how it is. The business process flow in itself is a very vast topic, which I have covered in my different video, how to create it, how to insert the other options we have. We have your conditions, we have your workflow, action step, how we can get that flown from the Power Automate, how we can move it to a different table altogether. So if I say here, next step, stage, and if I say here validation, so here I can go ahead and change the specific record table also. So I can move from one table to another table as we do it in the lead. So once the lead is qualified, it's moved to the opportunity. So that thing could be done as well. You can create a multi branch business process flow as well. So that we have covered in a different video altogether, which is a big one because we cannot complete it in this short duration. So I would request you to look at that video as well. If you have any questions regarding the business process flow, if you want to understand further, do put your comments in the comment box and I'll assist you with that. So here we have understand that business process flow are a game changer and standardizing and optimizing your sales process. So in a very short duration of time, the sales executive have most of the information available and then they can process it further. So I would suggest you to go ahead and try this in a trial environment. As suggested, do it in a default solution. Not to do in a default solution. Create your own custom solution and work on that, so that if there is a trial and error, you can just erase it off easily. And just stay tuned for our next session, which would be on letter C and regarding the contact management. And remember to subscribe and do follow us further. Have a great day ahead.